mapping video. Why is it today's wild mapping video? Because it's today. Well, actually, it'll still be tomorrow a video. I believe that's where its borders went Greater Romania, because Greater Romania is reunited in today's video. But I'm pretty sure Ukraine would never allow this. Let's just be real. Ukraine is chill and will never accept anything but victory. Like, they got mad at Hungary for wanting that. Well, obviously, I would too if Canada wanted Newfoundland. Wait, nothing. And yeah, let's get the red color set up. And well, the Bulgar-Romanian war breaks out. With a push made here, and a push towards Sofia. Bulgaria attempts to take Bucharest, but unlucky for them, Bucharest is much farther. As I think you can tell, look. Around here, actually. Spearhead towards Bucharest is started. As Sofia falls. And they start soaring south. This Bulgarian army doesn't hear any news of this. As they take Bucharest. This being. And then they go this way. Their spearhead eventually fails. As they are forced to retreat. As Battle of Bucharest breaks out again, Romania wins it. And while more bad news happens, as Romanian forces cross the border towards Turkey's border. With nobody there, basically, so it's de facto Romania. And well, why are they just doing spearheads? Couldn't they do anything more strategy? As they cut Bulgaria apart. Bulgaria basically has two options. Surrender or fight to the death. They know they're going to get annexed, so they just say, yeah, let's allow it. With Greater Romania annexing Bulgaria. Why would they do this to Bulgaria? And yeah, they now border Greece. Oh, the enemies historically of the enemies you could invade historically. They invade Hungary. To Romania's surprise, holds them back somehow with Russian weapons and Russian strategies. It's basically a bombardment of men. With them getting Austria to help them. With Austrian forces kicking them back. And Poland helps. The rest of Visegrad decides to help. With Romanian forces just decimated, being kicked back to the border. And with their decimation comes a big, huge Hungarian and ally offensive into Romania. Well, as Slovakia kind of breaks into civil war between pro-Romanian forces who want lands from Hungary. The rest of Slovakia falls to them. Okay. Czechia, seeing the war's tides have turned, does this. Hungary refuses to believe that the war is turning. And what's so special about Romania besides Bucharest being its capital? Them stealing Transylvania from Hungary. And Greater Romania had Moldova and a bit of land from Ukraine. Actually, it's quite a bit. And this happens. As Poland is hesitant to attack Slovakia. Which they now realize that might be a mistake. With Hungary telling its people the war is still going in their favor. But they launch one attempted pushback away from Budapest, which goes to success. And this happens. Hungary collapses. Decisive victory for Romania. And they manage to go on and occupy more land with the help of Slovakia. Which leads to the capitulation of Hungary. Which leads to a peace treaty. Its expansionist policies going. With aggressive actions towards Croatia. Croatia, was it really an Axis power? I thought it was a puppet state of Germany. Greater Romania only failed because they did some questionable things. As they slam into Croatia, their forces did cross into Serbia, and Serbia's furious. But somehow forces start spilling in here, and Romania's like, we weren't planning to attack you. Sure, you weren't. With Romania saying, what's the worst I could do? Start a Balkan war? At least I have the support of the Balkans. And some countries saying, sure. And other countries saying, no. And no. And even more no's. Why is Turkey and Greece working together? What is this? Trying to take off. Nobody accepts it. Especially not Srpska. But, you know who does think it's okay? Romania. Why is Greece and Turkey working together? Because, well, somebody invaded both of them. Someone call Article 5. Oh wait, it doesn't exist. What happened to Article 5? With Montenegro collapsing, Serbia quickly after collapses. With Croatia then collapsing. What is Romania at? Trying to anger the Balkans? With Turkey surrendering, basically, but Greece refusing. Turkey then gets invaded from the coast. With Ankara threatened, they surrender, with arms being laid on all sides. To the Treaty of Bosnia by Romania, saying that they are occupying lands they shouldn't be. They broke the treaty and they took too much land, which was legitimate. And some questions start questioning their real alliance. Except Slovakia, which actually wanted to? What the? And with Serbia revolting, Turkey coming back, like, yeah, hey guys, and Greece saying, no way, you're not oppressing us. With armed forces sent in, everybody's angry at the last war. Logically, Turkey makes a first push in. Greece doesn't really have much to do. But they do claim lands they want back. With Greece pushing up north of Thrace, and into Thrace comes Turkey, taking the Dardanelles and the Bosporus with them. With it going so bad for Romania that Bulgaria declares itself independent again. I'm even cutting Romania in two. But Russia says, what are they doing? The world is completely distracted and I basically occupy most of Ukraine now. Look, see? Most of it. And they think that if they get involved in the war, they might be able to pull off their invasion, because Greater Romania they view it as very strong. Oh, actually, are they able to? No. But in this world, are they? Yes, because they picked the right team. They declare war on Caucasus nations. With Romania taking off into Russia. While I'm coming on this side, Ukraine unprepared collapses quickly on that front, losing all access to the sea. Artsakh is invaded and reoccupied South Ossetia. And from there, they launch a major campaign to cut Turkish aid off from the Caucasus. And then they occupy the Hair. With Romania now forcing them to have to go up there. Instead, they go up there and they come on both sides with a big counterattack. With the spearhead failing and the Bulgaria front failing. But why are we doing so much of this violence? And yeah, they start moving into Azerbaijan, which makes Turkey furious. With them eventually moving into the disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region. With them doing this and taking Baku. And then they do this. With Russia going towards Kiev again. And Poland says enough is enough. As they join directly involved. They tell the new Visegrad members, which include Czechia, Austria, Lithuania, and then basically Germany says, okay, we'll help. With them starting a mega campaign into Slovakia. And actually succeeding. Belarus just says basically, our people and us do not wish to get involved. Well, I do, but I can't. Basically, they tell Russia. And basically, Bosnia kicks their Romanian forces out. With Slovenia getting involved, because they're like, no. With Romania's pushing the Hair being pushed back, especially where Slovakian forces were occupying. But Russia says no and sends their full 100% of their army in and take out Kyiv. And then they push south. Well, they already took over the Donbass. No, they didn't. But they probably did and lost it. Pathetic. And Russia says, okay, so they are going to be in trouble if we do this, which Russia succeeds in. And the war. Turkish occupation is pushed back. The rebels' occupation isn't as much, though. But they view they can gain back Istanbul, which they do. And then they turn their forces around and do the Second Turkish War of Independence. And they actually succeed. They basically tell the alliance they need to leave because they're unable to hold themselves together. And they march into these lands and then tell Russia peacetime, which the Bulgarian front completely collapses within days. And the world sees how they were overly reliant on one nation. As they slam into Albania, Bosnia, Serbia dies again. Albania, Macedonia dies, Greece is back to puppetness. And then they start their campaigns to the north. As they say, basically, how do you think you'll kill me? With Germany saying we have a few options, peace or keep fighting to the death. With a lot of the Polish and German people not liking this. Especially the German people who Pharaoh Ryzen, a bad, evil person, decides to leave the war because they don't want that evil person again. And well, Poland and Lithuania say, yeah, let's go peace. And so let's sign a peace treaty, guys. Special will be a live stream, so it'll be sometime next week. Yes, today's Christmas Eve, tomorrow's Christmas, you know. It's a bit busy for some people. And yeah, about that. So I probably might be late. Like say, I'll probably be late, guys, getting a live stream. It could be the mid next week, but I do have time next week. It won't be Monday. But it will be sometime because it's a long time to beat dictators, no peace. And I hope you guys enjoy the stream. I still can't get over how Orlando has a freezing warning. Where I live, it's supposed to be much colder than there yet. We're supposed to rain. Rain and freeze. So yeah. That's it. I'm chilling. But we're at 100 subscribers. We have 0 left to go to 100 by Christmas. Let's make that 150 by the end of the year. Yeah, that may be excessive. But we're at 100. We can easily soar from 100 like a bunch of humans. And let's see what my phone analytics say. Oh yeah, that's yesterday's video. 100 subscribers, 69 views. You know what else it says? 57 returning viewers. Overview. Content. Audience. You guys are chill. You watch that as pro. Well, can't believe it. So do I. We're similar. Hey, Poland, you're making up 0.4% of my views? Should have never beat you up like that. United States wins. What is the United States not good at? They're best at being fat. They're best at being chill. They're best at watching Wild Mapper. They're best at being Americans. They're best at protecting Canada. And they're the best at drinking oil. And they're probably the best at green energy. Well, they're the worst at it. But, yeah, America. How come we can make so many jokes about America, yet Europeans and Canadians be like making jokes of America? Russia says, boom, boom, boom. Hey, America, can you help us? Vietnam be like, really? So you'll help them for being bombed, yet you bomb me and Laos uncontrollably? You're allowing Yemen to be bombed uncontrollably, Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, Iraq being killed twice. You're not willing to kill Iran because they have chemical warfare, but if they didn't, you would. And then we have Libya, who's just chilling there. Boom, boom, Americans come. Yeah, Americans mess with the world too much, but doesn't every time they mess with the world fail, basically? I hope Russia has the same troubles as America and Vietnam, even worse. Actually, if you want to win a war, you don't need to kill necessarily. You can just destroy without killing. And please like and subscribe, although the goal is now going to be 150 by January 1st. And the live stream might be as soon as Tuesday or as late as Friday. I'll give you a 2-day notice. But I'm going to make plans for that in advance. Because, well, yeah, to get more viewers, 100 subscribers is a huge milestone. I was worried we wouldn't get there. Now look at us. 100ing it 1 day early. And thank you for your support. That's all for today's video. Wild